Okay, Aquarius, it's your turn. You're back at spot number 2. I like it. I can dig it. Back. You are back. When I was, a minute ago, I was looking to see who was next, and I saw it was Aquarius. And I immediately heard Eye of the Tiger. You know. Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Rise up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Yep, that's what I'm getting. So, something about you is coming back. You're a survivor. You are, I said that kind of funny. You are a survivor. All right, yes. Look, 8 of Swords, the Star. Aquarius. Man, you guys are just freaking awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. You know, Justice, look at that. Look at that. Man, you guys readings the past, month, 2, I don't know, how long has it been? It's been incredible. And I'm hearing Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger. I'm seeing Rocky 3 and hearing, that's going to keep clicking. Hold on. Okay, Aquarius. I started getting, a lot of things about Rocky 3 specifically. And I had to kind of look, and it's just man, it's just incredibly inspiring. So I'm not really sure exactly I'm not sure exactly what it is that you could be going through right now or coming up to. All right. But, and you got this Justice here. So this is all coming together. So I'm going to put this all together. However, I felt very inclined to look up because I was hearing, Apollo Creed's speech when he met with Rocky after Rocky lost the title in part 3. And I kept getting the whole thing with the Eye of the Tiger. So I pulled it up and looked at it. There's actually a video on YouTube where you can actually hear the speech. But then I was looking through it because something's making me want to look. And I actually found it's a site. So it's deconstructing the Eye of the Tiger speech from Rocky 3. All right, so this is so interesting that I had no idea this even existed. So take this message however it resonates for you. But, I don't know what it is that you've been through or whatever. I know that we've all been through some nonsense. But something is very, very different lately for Aquarius, okay? So here I'm gonna say with the all right, let me see. This was the speech, to get... So if you're familiar with Rocky became the world champion because he got, a crazy shot. He was a nobody, and he was able to land a match with Apollo Creed. That was part 1. He lost that fight, but he showed heart, okay? And in part 2, he came back because Apollo Creed, didn't feel like he beat Rocky fully. So in part 2, he came back, and then there you go. He finished, and, he became champion. If you haven't seen the movies, sorry to give you the spoiler, but they're actually really, really good, very inspirational movies. All right. Now, in part 3, with Rocky being the champ, he kind of lost his edge. And he had a challenger, and he lost to that challenger, and he was very much afraid of this challenger, so he wanted to quit and retire. And Apollo Creed from part 1 came back to see Rocky and was like, what are you doing? And it was kind of a very unusual hookup, an unusual link-up, Nobody would have thought that these two would have gotten together to help Rocky get his title back, okay? This is Apollo talking to Rocky. Look, man, when you beat me, I hurt all over. I didn't want to know from nothing or nobody, not even my kids. Hell, every fighter knows that hurt. And we get sick inside trying to live with it. So don't back off now. Make it right for yourself, or you'll be sorry you didn't. We held the greatest title in the world. You lost that fight for all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge. Now, when we fought, you had that Eye of the Tiger, man, the edge. and now you got to get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean? Maybe we could win it back together. Okay? So, it's, you know, and the lyrics of this song, something is so incredibly inspirational. So with that, something may have gotten you down, taken you down. Something caused you to lose your edge. Something caused you to maybe get soft. Something caused you to, something just definitely defeated you. Something took the wind out of you. Something knocked the wind out of you. Okay? And I feel as though there could be somebody that may be coming to help or assist you. And it could be something very unusual, either someone or something, okay? To give you inspiration. In order to get yourself back on your feet. This could be a number of different things. Could it be, I mean, I came into this reading with the idea of, you know, love, romance, okay? However, this could be, and you definitely have healing here. This could definitely be, you're just coming back. You're just coming back. But you could be being inspired by a tarot reader. You could be being inspired by one of those motivational speakers. Maybe you're thumbing through YouTube or TikTok and you find something very inspiring and it lights a fire under you. You could be joining something brand new to kind of like get your spirit back. Boxing, you know, dancing, something that's physical that's moving your body to kind of like get the, sorry, I got a message, to kind of get the root chakra moving. Okay, that's very important. All right. It could be a prospective, is that even saying right? Lover or unlikely person that you would maybe kind of hook up with. And I'm not taking hook up lightly as in hookup culture. That's not how I'm taking it. I'm taking it as something that is long withstanding. You know, when you think about it, you know, as far as the dynamic between Apollo and Rocky, there's a heavy theme here about that. So however that is for you, it means something. It's going to mean something for you. But the dynamic was very, very unlikely. You know, at first they were both wanting the same thing, one wanting to defeat the other. And then they kind of like came together eventually. And they became, when they started working together, and Apollo actually trained Rocky because Rocky's trainer had, you know, he died. So Apollo started to train Rocky for the fight to get his title back. And they became best friends. You know? Very, very close. Very close. That is the justice. That is what it is. So you're going to be getting something back. Whatever it was that you lost, you're going to be getting it back. Okay? And it could be coming from something very unusual. Something that maybe you never expected. Let's say you never liked tarot. Or you didn't believe in it. Or maybe, but something's kind of drawing you to it lately. And there's somebody that could be like inspiring you. Alright? A number of different things. Maybe there's a certain person that you don't like or you heard a lot of bad things about, you know, a certain motivator, and you've heard bad things about this person. For like an example, like Jordan Peterson. You know, let's say you've heard people complaining about him, talking about him, saying bad things, but then you listen to him, you're like, man, this guy's really incredibly inspiring. And it motivates you. Okay. Let's say you have, you know, somebody that maybe, it could be a number of different things. But it is love, possibly romantic related. All right. And that can be so many different things. You could meet somebody who likes the same thing, or you kind of come together with another person with that shared interest of discovery, that shared interest of inspiration, wanting to do better, wanted to crawl out of that bottomless pit that you've been stuck in. Okay? Because that's what this is. Somebody was asleep, and now they're awake. They were in this bottomless pit. They had no energy. They had nothing. They're down and out. And now look at them. They're back up, clean, beautiful, washed, inspired, and continuing to do work. This is someone who doesn't even have any energy to do work. They're exhausted. They're mentally stressed to a certain point that it's taken a toll on their physical body. And they have no energy. And all they can do is sleep. Okay? Or they're trying to sleep so that they don't have to live it. A lot of times people do that when they're depressed or they're upset. They sleep because they don't want to be awake. They want to sleep it away. They don't want to feel the pain. Well, somebody's going to be going through it. They're going to be waking up. And they're going to be changing things for themselves, for the better. I definitely see that. That's your justice sometimes. Sometimes that's all it is. A lot of times people think, it's about getting the last word or trying to do something intentionally. With intention of trying to show somebody that they didn't defeat them. Why? Then you're still under their control. When you actually just take interest in yourself and you water your own garden, you water your own spirit without care or concern about anyone else, that is the ultimate justice. It's not actually doing anything where you're trying to make somebody say, look at me, trying to do that thing. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's, what, I'm worried about me. And what happens is people see you anyway, whether you're paying attention or not. That's how people see you. That is justice. Okay? Knight of Swords. Three of Swords. Yeah. Tell me about this Three of Swords. Hermit. Hermit's been showing up everywhere lately. Okay. Empress. Okay. For a lot of you, this person, whoever it is definitely going to be romantic. Somebody's going to be healing your heart. Somebody's going to be healing your heart space without you even realizing it. And that's just for you simply opening up to it. Maybe doing something that you're not very comfortable with. Whoever this person is, they're going to be healing your heart. They're going to be making you question things. They're going to be making you think. They're going to be inspiring you to do something. It's going to make you think. Think about things two different ways. That's what I'm getting. Something's definitely going to be awakening you. And it's going to be sparked by a person. Whoever this person is, it really could be just, as far as, and I don't necessarily know that this person is doing anything intentionally like to coach you. Like, let's say you're hiring somebody to kind of like train you to do something. I'm not seeing it like that. I'm just seeing it as somebody somehow, either through your observation or, counsel somehow, This person is going to be instrumental in your healing. Okay? This person has probably navigated a lot of things, and you're like, you know what? If they did it, I can do it too. Of course you can. Of course you can. Why can't you? This Empress, though. How about this? So, Six of Wands. So, don't feel bad. I feel like somebody or something is it's just invaluable. It's invaluable. Now, This feels like two different people. Somebody has been through poverty. I'm getting like some serious, it's like poverty. So it's interesting. One person goes from heartache or heartbreak to healer or healed. One person goes from empress to poverty. Okay. And that's kind of what it is. There could definitely be some sort of an exchange. There could definitely be some sort of an exchange of energy. Okay. So that's why I say don't set the intention, because that can always backfire energetically. I don't necessarily think anyone is setting any kind of an intention, but just to make sure that you're aware that, you know, don't set the intention that I hope this person loses everything, and, you know, no, I don't do that. Okay. I don't do that. Anyway, I am getting something like that. As far as, you know, there's going to be like a shift or a role reversal or a switch in circumstance. Okay. Now, whoever this person is, you know, it's like somebody came from the same place that you came from, whatever that means, the same position. Or, you know, they've been through something that you've been through, and then you're going to be basically following in this person's footsteps. So it's like somebody's going to be setting an example or leading an example for you. Okay? There is a definite serious awakening here. There is a serious awakening. You got the 6 of Wands here. There's something I'm getting from this, but I can't think of what it is. It's something is very unlikely. It's like the unlikely hookup or the unlikely matchup. It's very unlikely. Something is very unlikely between these two people. Okay? I'm not going to continue to beat that down. What was I getting ready to say? Weird. I'm not going to continue to beat that to death. Okay? Just take it however it resonates. If something comes up, you know, I'll mention it. But yeah, the 6 of Wands. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And it's not a hookup per se. Not technically, no. It's like a link up. It's like two people that are going to be probably, something's going to be happening. You'll understand what it is when it comes. I'll just put it that way. You'll understand what it is I'm talking about. As of right now, it's like, you know, what are you talking about? Because that's kind of what I'm getting, you know, basically. But yeah, you'll know exactly what it is. You'll awaken to it. You're going to be like, oh. Six of Swords. Well, 9 of Wands in reverse came out first, and it was the 6 of Swords. And then you have this King of Wands here. Yeah. Yeah. All of that negative, stuck energy is going to be a thing of the past. But you have to be able to relinquish. You know, you have to be able to be vulnerable or understand that, you know, it is okay at certain times to be vulnerable. There are sacred places. There are, you know, times when it's okay to let your guard down a little bit. Okay. Some people don't have any agenda. Sometimes they don't. You'll know. You'll know if they have an agenda or not. You'll know. You'll be guided to somebody. I'm just going to put it that way. You're going to know if they have an agenda. Whoever this is, they don't have an agenda. They have none. They have nothing to gain. Probably not much to lose either. They just are. Okay? And you'll be too. I'm just going to leave it there. Something doesn't really want me to go much further with it. But I see you moving away from something. You're moving away from an energy that you used to be in to something a bit more open and free and understanding. It's not like you have to be there forever. But I feel like at this particular time, something is calling you to let your guard down. Not with everyone, It's mostly with someone in particular. Okay? And I'm not saying that whoever this person is, they had to be an enemy at the very beginning. Maybe they didn't. Maybe it's just somebody that maybe you saw as a rival. Maybe they were never a rival. You know, maybe it was something else. Maybe somebody kind of like told you something negative about them and it wasn't even necessarily true. You know, maybe you looked at them and got a certain judgment about them. And you found out, oh, that person ain't like that at all. It doesn't necessarily mean that you guys had bad blood or anything like that, or you guys were rivals, you know. But it's something very, very unlikely. It's unlikely that, you know, you would be meeting up with whoever this is. You know, could even be different zodiac signs. Okay, could be that. You know, they say certain, you know, like air and water, you know, or air and earth, maybe not so harmonious together, you know. But it could be something like that. It could be something like that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. Somebody could have a lot of Libra placements too. Virgo placements. Aquarius placements. I'm going to leave it there. We'll see what happens next week, or if I get any more messages. Or I might actually do an extra reading if I get enough views for a certain zodiac sign. I'm going to leave it at that. Anyway, whoever I get the most views for is who I read for first the following week. So keep it in the back of your mind. All right. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to reach out to me to book a private reading, you can email becomethestar1111@gmail.com. Or you can DM me through Instagram, Become the Star. It's all one word, all lowercase letters. There's no spaces or anything like that in between, no dots, nothing like that. Make sure that you're paying attention to the spelling, because there's a lot of scammers out there pretending to be me. I don't reach out to people for readings or anything like that. So, no reader, no legitimate reader does that. So, just remember that. If any reader or anyone tries to DM you or contact you in any way, offering to give you a reading, just know that that's a scammer immediately. Block them, delete them, or report them. And that's through the rest of your life. How about that? It's a catch-all. All right.